the whole group and say, you can either begin your occupation tonight with the smaller group, or you can continue the planning with us for the other location, which would be grass, still downtown, still visible, and we'll talk about those details as well. And basically give everybody a chance to make their own decision. The whole General Assembly will vote at the end of the discussion, and that way we know as a group what everybody decides, but it's still every individual gets to make their choice, obviously, what level of commitment they have at that point, to either staying as a witness, staying as an occupier. There are different ways to be part of it and support it without spending the night yourself. I'm sitting for a friend. I know, there's a lot of people who cannot do it all the time, and I think the plan tonight would.
I'll drum. I would drum.
I kind of want everybody in the crowd to convert.
Because I'm drumming. I just don't.
That is not. We will!
We will!
Have our wonderful friend Emily!
Have our wonderful friend Emily!
Leading our march!
Leading our march!
So that we will not walk!
So that we will not walk!
Too fast for everyone to keep up!
Too fast for everyone to keep up!
The drums are being gathered!
The drums are being gathered!
And we will meet at this corner!
And we will meet at this corner!
Of the park to begin our march!
At the park to begin our march!
Get your signs!
Get your signs!
Get your voices!
Get your voices!
And keep your ears open for new chants! We're going to try to cycle on some new ones this time!
New chants! New chants! They went to the car. One group speaking for to occupy.
One group speaking for to occupy.
Let me rephrase. One group speaking to stand in.
One group speaking to stand in.
And one group speaking not to stand in.
And one group speaking not to stand in.
Zach is building the stack.
Zach is building the stack.
For both positions.
For both positions.
And when the debate starts.
And when the debate starts.
We'll alternate between both positions.
We will alternate between both positions.
I have
For and against.
And then
then more of a neutral staff. They'll talk at the end. First up, for Taylor. Yes, sorry. Hold on.
We're gonna
Sure. All right, keep an eye out. After 3 minutes, we'll give you a signal. To wrap it up. And try at least to keep it. 5 minutes. Thank you.
Many of us have been very conflicted since the last GA. I spoke out about our lack of action. An ever-escalating struggle for our fellow occupiers. Across the country. And across the world. There was talk of a standing occupation today. At first this talk was hypothetical. But just in case. Many hard-working individuals have planned out logistics. We have planned out power. Facilities. We have brought food and water. We have a plan. And we believe we will succeed. We believe that nobody has ever changed the status quo from the sideline. We believe that one principle this country was founded on. That men and women have died to protect. The principle that no matter what the odds, no matter what the consequences, that we stand up for what we believe in. That when the mobs and the media, when the politicians and the police, all tell you to move, that you plant yourself like a tree, and you look them in the eye, and you say no, you move. I want you all to remember what our greatest power is. It is our numbers. Alone we are powerless. But together we the 99%. Strike fear into the hearts of the 1%. We make them tremble in their golden thrones.
Until this point, was that we were to occupy on the 19th. This would not only ensure a long-term occupation, it would show City Council that they can try to tie us down with laws. But we, the 99%, are a force of nature. We have toppled dictators. And liberated nations. Without throwing a single blow. We must show them that we can play by their rules. And we will still rise above them.
We need to take the action. You know what? There's people all over the country who have stood up and been arrested for what they stand for. Do you think Rosa Parks filed for that permit? Do you think the Tea Party, the biggest felony that our country is founded upon, they were like, excuse me, King George, can we throw this off the boat? They did not. You know what? America's about taking what you believe in and putting it to action. Taking action.
Yes!
So if you don't want to take action, support those who do. I love each and every one of you, and thank you for coming out.
I'm not against occupying this part. What I am against is certain individuals, whoever they might be, occupying the park without proper preparation. So I say to you these three things.
So I say to you these three things.
Unity of purpose.
Unity of purpose.
Unity of message.
Unity of message.
And unity of action.
And unity of action.
I will go with whatever this vote decides today.
I will go with whatever this vote decides today.
And I think there's a better day for the occupation.
And I think there's a better day for the occupation.
But if this body decides that today is the day,
But if this body decides that today is the day,
all of myself
and
my resources will be at the disposal of carrying forward the message and the unity of Occupy Jacksonville.
Hey everybody!
So I think that it is about time for us to occupy.
I have severe concerns about the physical safety of the occupiers. The last time there was a major political action here in Hemming Plaza was 40 some odd years ago when a couple of my uncles and a few friends of theirs sat in at the Woolworths counter to try to get integrated hot dogs. When they did that, a bunch of people showed up with wheelbarrows, with axe handles in the wheelbarrows. They proceeded to beat the shit out of the occupiers.
There's signs over there. Park rules and regulations. Some people want to occupy Hemming Plaza overnight. Sign says, no sleeping, no camping. So if you want to occupy, something to think about, keep each other awake. That way you don't go to jail. Maybe do it in shifts. As long as it's occupied. Occupy Jackson.